let's go empty out Kravings. Well, kind of. You'll see what I mean. We need to get that store thoroughly cleaned up. Our stores being open 7 days a week, we do our best to keep them clean day to day, clean each night, clean in the mornings, but we really don't have a lot of opportunities to do like a really deep cleaning. So because of that, we're closing down our stores for about a week or so just to go through with a fine-tooth comb and get anything that we're possibly missing when we're doing our day-to-day cleaning. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're getting all of the heavy equipment out of the kitchen. We're gonna have the floors waxed this week. We're gonna do a deep cleaning, get all that stuff done, so when we open in the new year, everything looks perfect and we're ready to go. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. Business is about figuring it out along the way. So for example, with this shutdown, we really didn't have any past data to go off of. If we would have had more thought ahead of time, we probably would have done things a little bit different. So one of the things that we're doing, we're shutting the store down the week after Christmas. In hindsight, probably not the best idea. What we should have done was actually close it like the first week of January. One of our busiest times typically is whenever school is out. And this week school is out. So hindsight's 2020, but next year we'll end up closing probably the week after the first and use that as our shutdown to do the thorough cleaning, give our employees a break and all that good stuff. Now, once you do have data though, that's where you need to rely on the data. So rolling with it is good to a point, but when you have data, rely on the data. All right, just got back to the office. I noticed something. So as you probably saw yesterday, I cleaned out the office with all the boxes and everything, and check out what Jack's doing. He's already starting the pile of clutter. It's one box. He could have just took it right outside. Anyways, we're back at the office, so one of the things that I want to do is I want to start sending out boxes to influencers to really start helping to build up the Everybite brand. So I'm going to take a look, see how many cookies and brownies we have, start looking for influencers. I already have a rough list made up, and get those boxes put together and sent out. I did a rough count of everything that we have right now. It looks like I have enough of everything to do 2 boxes. Almost had everything to do 4 boxes except for the cookies and cream cookies. For whatever reason, I only have 2 of those left, handful of all the other flavors, but I'm gonna get the boxes put together. We'll find 2 influencers. Hopefully I can pick some really good ones to send them to that have a good chance of displaying them on their channel. We'll see what happens. Time for my favorite part, putting these boxes together and trying to figure out the most efficient way to do it. For whatever reason, and maybe that's normal, but for whatever reason for me, every single time I do this, I try to figure out what is the best way to do this and how can I make it more and more efficient. This left side still is such a pain. Hopefully in the next batch of boxes, that's not a problem. Cue the music.
Back in the box. Back in the box.
Perfect. So right now is the hard part. I'm kind of going through influencers, basically on TikTok, kind of scrolling through, looking for ones that I think would be a good fit. And it's easy to go in there and look for the one that has 5 billion followers and thinking that that's going to be the best one because you can get a huge reach. But the reality is those ones are probably the least likely to just randomly open up your package. So I'm looking for ones that are somewhere in the range of like 200,000 to maybe a little over 1 million-ish followers, somewhere in that range, that they have like a PO box that's available, and that they have videos showing them opening packages from people that randomly send them. Now, just because I send this out does not mean that it's guaranteed to be opened on a video at all. The odds of it happening is very, very slim, but it's a risk. It might happen, it might not. If it does happen, that could really help with sales. If it doesn't happen, I'm out, you know, basically the cost of the box. That's about it. So I found one guy. My mom actually sent me this one. It's not somebody that I followed before, but he seems like he has really cool content. His name is Positively Awesome Isaac. One of the other things that I look at is also, is this somebody I would want representing my brand? And obviously, if they're not, then it doesn't make sense to send them a box. But if they seem like a good person that would fit my brand and everything, then that's who I'm going to send it to. Because at the end of the day, if they try it and they like it, if they share it, they share it. If they don't, who knows, maybe they'll place an order. But that's where I'm going. So this is going to be the first one I'm going to send. So I'm going to get this put into the computer, print out the label, get that on there, and then I need to find one more. Boom. All right, so we have that one ready to go. I'm going to try to find somebody that's a smaller influencer. He has a little over 1 million followers, so I'm going to try to find this one in more of like the 100, 300 or 400,000 range, and see what we can find there. So bear with me. Got one. Took a while, but I found one. This one isn't necessarily a specific person. It is, but they operate under their business name. I'm going to send this one out to Wisconsin Clothing Company. I think they do a really good job with their content. He has about 55,000 followers, a little bit less than kind of where I was looking, but like I said, he does a really good job with it. He does a very good job of putting out good content in Wisconsin. So I'm going to send it out to him, and we'll see what happens. They have 2 different locations. I'm hoping I'm going to hit the right one. Again, it's a gamble, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to get these 2 packages over to the post office. I'm really excited to see what happens. Hopefully I get some type of reaction video from at least one of them. I think Wisconsin Clothing Company is definitely more likely. He may even see this video. He does like some of my content and everything. Would be awesome, but we'll see what happens.